What up, B? I don't know who needs to hear this, but they have been sending it back in my headspace since I woke up this morning. So I don't know if you go on the website and you look at any of the mini reads or whatnot, but this was brought up in the mini read. And if you watch Hercules, then this may also jog your memory. But they're talking about the Hydra, that mythological, like, serpent dragon thing that you cut off one head and like 4 or 5 grow in its place. And the message with this was sometimes the things that you are fighting so hard against is a distraction, and they're meant to keep you distracted. So if you're currently fighting with something, you're battling something, you're struggling to defeat something, you need to take a step back and look at the bigger picture and ask yourself, is this a distraction? Is the thing that I am struggling, battling, a distraction? Can I take a bigger step back and realize that I don't need to battle it at all? I can go a different way. I can do something different. I can apply something else. I can maybe just correcting your focus from the heads to the body. There's just something about somebody not realizing that in their battle, they're not actually moving anywhere. So let's just take a little further. So great. Let's stick with the analogy of the Hydra. You first started battling 3 heads, right? 3 heads of the Hydra. You slice 2 off. You're like, I won. Woo! Now I'm only focusing on 1 head. And then 6 sprout up. And you're like, okay. So you cut off more heads. You cut off 6 more heads. And you're like, okay, great. And you're like, now we're really getting somewhere. And then all of a sudden, 18 heads sprout up. And you're like, okay, now what is going on? And you're like, okay, let's regroup. Maybe if I take it from this side. All right, great. And you start cutting off more heads, and all you're doing is further staying put, and you haven't realized that, yeah, as you're strategizing to cut off another round of heads, you actually haven't moved from where you've been standing the whole time. It's a distraction to keep you stagnant. Whatever you are battling is a distraction. For some of you, not everybody. You will know if this fits. Don't make it fit, Cinderella. But it's one of those things like, if this is you, take a big step back. Take a big step back. Have you moved from your original spot when you entered this battle? If you have not moved, it is a distraction. You need to take a big step back and reevaluate everything as a whole. That's what you're being asked to do. And you're being asked to realize that for some of you, the battle is a distraction to keep you stuck, to keep you stagnant, and to keep you not moving. Spiritual warfare is real, but sometimes we battle ourselves. And sometimes we are just as big of a problem for ourselves as the things outside of ourselves. Keep that in mind, fam. Have a good Saturday. It's raining here, so it's very cleansing. Bye, B.